The Shadows of Eldoria. The storm raged around the Vanderlyn family carriage as it struggled up the overgrown drive of Eldoria Manor. Rain lashed against the windows, blurring the already sinister outline of the house. Inside, 12-year-old Iris pressed her face to the cold glass, her breath fogging the pain. Even in the fading light, the house seemed to exude an aura of decay, its gables like skeletal fingers reaching for the tempestuous sky. Her parents, Edward and Lillian, exchanged a worried glance. This move, necessitated by Edward's dwindling fortunes, had been a desperate gamble. Eldoria, with its crumbling grandeur and whispered history of tragedy, was a far cry from the bustling city life they were accustomed to. As the carriage shuddered to a halt, the front door creaked open as if beckoning them in. A tall, gaunt figure, holding a flickering lantern, emerged from the shadows. This was Mr. Graves, the caretaker, his face etched with lines that spoke of long years spent in the company of secrets. The interior of Eldoria was a symphony of gloom and decay. Cobwebs draped the chandeliers like macabre decorations, and dust lay thick upon the threadbare carpets. The air hung heavy with the scent of mildew and damp stone, a testament to years of neglect. As the days passed, the Vanderlyns became increasingly aware of the unsettling atmosphere that permeated Eldoria. Strange sounds echoed through the cavernous halls, the skittering of unseen feet, the whisper of voices on the edge of hearing. The flickering gas lamps cast dancing shadows that seemed to take on monstrous shapes, and the old electrical wiring caused lights to blink out unexpectedly, plunging them into suffocating darkness. One evening, while exploring the labyrinthine upper floors, Iris discovered a hidden room behind a bookcase. Inside, she found a faded portrait of a young woman with hauntingly sad eyes. As she gazed at the painting, a cold draft swept through the room, extinguishing her candle and sending a shiver down her spine. That night, Iris was plagued by nightmares. She dreamt of the woman in the portrait, her eyes filled with tears, beckoning Iris to join her. She woke with a gasp, her heart pounding in her chest. The following day, Edward, driven by a growing sense of unease, decided to investigate the history of Eldoria. In the local library, he uncovered a series of tragic events that had plagued the manor's previous occupants: accidental deaths, suicides, and disappearances. A chill settled over him as he realized that the Vanderlyns were not the first family to be drawn into Eldoria's web of sorrow. As the storm raged outside, mirroring the turmoil within the house, the Vanderlyns huddled together in the drawing room, the flickering firelight casting dancing shadows on their pale faces. Suddenly, a piercing scream echoed through the house. It was Lillian. They rushed upstairs to find her standing in the hallway, her eyes wide with terror. "I saw her," she gasped, pointing to the end of the corridor. The woman from the portrait. She was floating, and she was crying. At that moment, the lights throughout the house went out, plunging them into absolute darkness. A cacophony of sounds filled the void: the creaking of floorboards, the slamming of doors, and the chilling wail that seemed to come from the very walls themselves. Driven by a primal fear, the Vanderlyns fled Eldoria, abandoning their belongings and escaping into the storm-ravaged night. As they drove away, Iris cast one last glance at the manor, its silhouette a dark stain against the tempestuous sky. She could have sworn she saw a figure standing at the attic window, its form shimmering in the lightning flashes, its eyes filled with a profound and unending sadness. they never return, leaving Eldoria to its secrets and its ghostly inhabitants.
Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. All these things help our channel grow. If you have had a cryptid or paranormal encounter and would like to share your story on our channel, please email us at the email on the screen or in the description. Thank you.